Hello, everyone. I'm Sandra Long Weaver. I am a member of the Nashville Chapter of the National Association of Black Journalists, and welcome to Crucial Conversations. I'm very excited about our conversation today. We have four young women who have achieved the Gold Award in Girl Scouting. Only 6% of all Girl Scouts ever receive the Gold Award. And it is an amazing accomplishment. We also have on our troop leaders and the service unit leader. So we're going to have a conversation with as many people as we can possibly. I consider today a crucial conversation because even more than ever, we need to talk about what our young people are doing and their accomplishments. And when you hear what these young girls have been doing while they're attending school full time and spending the time working on this project, you too will be amazed and so proud of what our girls here in Nashville are doing. So I'm going to start with Bria Woods, who is the incoming troop leader for the senior and ambassador girls. And it is the senior girls who achieved this level. Good morning, Bria. So tell us a little bit about the troop. This is Troop 539 based at Lake Providence Missionary Baptist Church in Nashville.
Yes, so our troops officially started as the Girl Scouts at Lake Providence in 1985. We were meeting at Lake Providence in the 1940s, but weren't officially the big Lake Providence Girl Scout troop that we are now. In 1993, we really revamped, and our current service unit manager, who's also on this call, Miss Valerie McAdoo, and two other ladies were very instrumental in making sure that revamp included over 100 girls and really shaping us to be able to guide girls into that leadership and positivity and ethical and moral standards that we didn't have before. And after that, we celebrated our 25 years in 2010. And we received a proclamation from Vivian Wilcox, Erica Gilmore, and Sam Coleman, and really showing that we have really uplifted this community of girls, especially in the African-American community, making them leaders and more vigilant in our community. In the 2000s, our current leader of this troop, Ms. Paulette Allen, really was very instrumental in making sure that these projects were more instrumental in increment. So girls were doing more sustainable projects and so forth. And we are so happy to have her because she also helped me complete my Gold Award in 2011. And she is celebrating 20 years with Girl Scouts. So we just thank her so much for all that she has done. So that's really where we are with Girl Scouts. We're really just shaping girls into building things even before you get on to college and after college.
Well, thank you very much. And Ms. Paulette Allen, we're going to turn to you and have you talk a little bit more about the history of the troop and the work. I understand that since 2009, 77 gold awards have been achieved by the girls through the troop at Lake Providence. And that is an amazing number in 11 years for that accomplishment. So tell us a little bit about all that goes into making this happen.
Unmute.
You need to unmute, please. Yes. No, you're still muted.
All right. We have 69 girls who have acquired their Gold Award. Am I still unmuted?
No, we can hear you now.
We have 69 girls who have attained the Gold Award. Back in, I want to say in let me see, my youngest daughter received hers in 2007. So perhaps in 2008 or 2009, we were housed under Cumberland Valley Girl Scouts of the Cumberland Valley Girl Scouts, and then we switched over to Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. And we were under troop number 676. And I received a call from one of our regional administrators over at the council inquiring if I wanted my own troop. And of course, I responded in the positive, and that's why we became troop number 539 with Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee. And after that, shortly after that, Girl Scouts of USA said that it was time for the girls to stand on their own. And each Girl Scout who was to earn their gold award had to do a project themselves, one Girl Scout per project. In the past, they could do it as a group. So this is where we started, and this is why we have so many girls now who have attained their gold award. And it is a joy to see them show their leadership skills and just stand on their own. And I am proud to have been a leader all of this time.
Oh, it is amazing. And to have all of these young African-American women achieve that level, and girls who reach the gold award go on to also be leaders beyond that. And I wanted to ask Valerie McAdoo, who's the service unit leader, to talk a little bit about what you have seen across the board and what Troop 539 has meant to Middle Tennessee.
Troop 539 has meant so much to Middle Tennessee. I was reflecting on what has made us successful, and I came up with the same initials as a CPA. First of all, caring. We must care. If we don't care, then we won't be successful. So every troop leader in our troop cares to the fullest extent. And that has happened for the last 27 years, I know. The second initial in the CPA is having a passion. Each one of us have so much of a passion. We have a passion to make sure that the girls are successful, that they get their gold award, they become leaders, they become productive citizens, and that they also serve in the community. The last initial of the CPA is A, for action. We must have action in order to be successful. We can talk all day, but if we don't have action, then we're unsuccessful. So these leaders have come aboard, and they've been quite caring, quite passionate, and they have the most action you would ever want. Things get accomplished. They make sure that the girls get their gold award, and that's pretty much what has made us successful here in Nashville and across the United States.
I see. All right. Well, thank you. And we have two more troop leaders. I want to talk to Ms. Jennifer Hodges, and you talk a little bit about your work in the troop and working with the girls.
Well, it has been a real joy over the last several years working with the young ladies. I first became a leader when I brought my daughter over to this troop, and I started off with the juniors, and I've moved up to the seniors, and she has since received a gold award and graduated and moved on to college. But I decided to stay because I have a passion. I love Girl Scouts. I didn't have an opportunity to be a Girl Scout when I was growing up in the country, but I don't know, it's something I've always wanted to do. And so I didn't hesitate to put my daughter in it, and it really brought out, she was a very shy child, but I give a lot of credit to Miss Paulette, because she is such a strong, passionate head leader, and she pushes. So, you know, a lot of times your children won't respond to you, but they'll respond to someone else, and she really took my daughter under her wings, and, you know, brought her out of a lot of that shyness. And I really appreciate what Girl Scout did for my daughter, and I could not consider just stopping just because my daughter had achieved a goal. I wanted to see other young ladies achieve this goal as well, and I'm very passionate about it. I try to encourage all parents to keep their daughters in Girl Scouts when they want to give up, because a lot of times young ladies will feel like Girl Scouts is just for kids, but it's not. It is definitely grooms them into being productive leaders for today and
Right.
tomorrow.
All right, thank you. And Miss Sylvia Johnson, I know you have also been very active in the troop. Can you talk a little bit about what you have done and how the girls continue to inspire you as well?
Well, let me tell you, I was just reflecting on that. I hadn't thought about it. I guess now I've been working in Girl Scouts for about 20 years. And I started when my daughter was young, and we came over to the Lake Providence troop when she was a junior. And we went all the way through, and she does have her gold award and has graduated from college. But yet, just like Jennifer said, you don't do it just for your daughter. So it's just been a pleasure to watch the other girls, to be there, to help them grow, to help them achieve their goals. And working along with Paulette, we got to give it to her. She pushes us, and so she helps us all to just operate in excellence and to realize it. And the value of these young ladies, they realize it as they get older. They've all told us thank you now for all of the hard work and the pushing and the fussing and everything else that we have to do, just to motivate them, to let them know that this is a goal that's worth achieving, and especially for our African American young ladies. Don't many of them achieve this goal? And at Lake Providence, we are so proud that we have pushed out so many gold awardees. And it's just been a blessing to be a part of this program and to watch them grow and thrive. And as we see them, looking at Bria, watching them just grow into nice young women, it's just a blessing to see them, to know that we have had a little bit of part in that, and just encouraging them along the way.
Okay. All right. Miss Allen, I wanted to ask you, there are 4 girls who achieved the gold award this year. Is this the largest number of girls who have achieved it in 1 year? And I understand there is a 5th girl who is very close to finishing her work as well.
No, it's not the largest number. We have, I think I had 8 back in 2009, I had 7 in 2009. And back in 2007, I had 6.
Wow.
So yeah, we've been pushing.
That's bad. And do you know, earlier I said there's 6% of all girls in scouting achieve the gold award. Do you know the percentage of African American girls? It's an even smaller percentage, which makes this such a great achievement by our young women. Do you know what percentage of African American girls reach this level?
No, I don't, and I really tried to get that information, but it's like they hold on to that. They don't want you to know that information.
Which is why it's important for us to tell our stories. And
right.
I am now going to turn to the girls who we've been talking about and let them tell their own stories. And Makyla Beard, I am going to start with you. Tell us about your project, but also you graduated this year from Stewart's Creek High School, and tell us a little bit about your activities while in high school and then spending the 80 hours needed to achieve this goal.
Okay, well, to start off, my Gold Award project was called Reading is for Me. And so I built a library for 3 to 5-year-olds at Bethlehem Centers of Nashville. I spent lots of summers and different breaks volunteering there, and I just loved the kids, and I loved getting to know each of them. And I saw every day that the teacher would read a book to them before lunch or during nap time or whatever the case may be. But their books were not taken care of, and some of them weren't even for their age range. So I decided to take it upon me to get people to donate books. There were over 500 books donated for their library.
Wow.
There were ones for like the girls, the boys, so they can go and pick out their library book, take it home, bring it back, just like a regular library. So that way they grow up knowing that they can have an impact on their literacy levels, and also being able to know how to work a library in general. As far as high school goes, I graduated from Stewart's Creek High School this summer with honors distinction and work ethics distinction. So it was kind of hard getting to get those accomplishments, but I also was involved in EPIC, which is a freshman mentoring program. So every month I would mentor a group of freshman students and help them be able to do the best they can freshman year, because I know when I was a freshman, I was a little bit overwhelmed with the high school career and just knowing what I wanted to do. And so I just wanted to be able to help them get to know like what they can do in school and be involved in everything just like me. I was also in math competition team and Mu Alpha Theta, so I excelled in math and science.
Great.
I was also IT club and student council and JRTC. I was mostly involved in student council and ROTC just because it showed me how to have great leadership skills and get to know different people from different classes and how different backgrounds can affect people in high school. And I've made most of my friends through those two organizations. And it was definitely a struggle working on my Gold Award and doing all those different activities at school and trying to be involved and be a successful student in high school. But thanks to my mom and my troop leaders, I definitely had to push it through and get it done, especially working over my breaks and my fall break and my winter break and knowing I didn't want to do it, but they definitely pushed me to get it done. And that's why I have my award now and I can do nothing but thank them and thank God for helping me. So.
Well, congratulations again. And, you know, we're very proud of you. And I am going to turn to Elise Russ. And Elise, I'd like to hear also about your project and your accomplishments in high school as well. And I forgot to ask Makayla. I'm sorry, let me go back to Makayla for just a moment. I know you've been accepted to college. Where are you going and what are you going to major in?
I will be attending North Carolina this fall, and I will be studying computer engineering.
Computer engineering, great,
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Elise, tell us.
All right, so my Gold Award was titled Plaque Attack. And so it was really looking at how we can better teach families and children and teens about having healthy dental hygiene, because one day I was playing with my younger cousin and I was like, you know, one of the first things that you look at a person is their teeth and their smile. And so I was looking at his teeth and I was like, oh my gosh, he has so many dental problems in his mouth, like he had crowns and stuff, and I just was like, this should not be an issue. So I started to look as I was going through stuff that I wanted to do for my Gold Award. I looked into STEM and I looked into other things, but I was like, let me do something that I'm really passionate about and that I haven't learned about that I can really inform myself on. So I was like, I was going to look into Plaque Attack and learn how I could better teach people in Middle Tennessee of how to keep their teeth clean. So I started reaching out to a lot of my local dental offices and I got hits back from a lot of people, and I was able to partner with Sylvan Park Smiles and Brentwood Pediatrics, and they allowed us to come and actually tour places. I was able to get some of my friends and other students to come tour those places so they could have an understanding that the dentist isn't a scary place, because that's a lot of the issue with people wanting to go get dental hygiene, is that they are scared of actually having the interaction with the dentist. So even just breaking that boundary of knowing your dentist and learning what to tell them, because a lot of the times the hygienists and dentists will tell us things that they feel like we should be able to tell them that most people are scared to tell them. So I really learned a lot through this journey, and I was able to reach out to a lot of schools and people in my community to help increase knowledge in dental hygiene. And I just graduated from Hillsborough High School this year. I was SGA president. I was a part of National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, Girl Scouts, which I love. And I was also on the tennis team and in the marching band as low brass section leader. And on the tennis team, I was the tennis captain.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much. And congratulations again to you on your accomplishment. Alicia Ward, tell us about your project and tell us a little bit of what you've done while you were also in high school.
Hi, my name's Alicia, as Ferry mentioned, and my project was called Silently Stored. So in the beginning of my project, I was very confused on how I could make a difference, because my project is on the mental health of the African American community. I focus on this project because I know me personally, I struggle with mental illness and I struggle with panic attacks as well as anxiety. And I just felt as if I wanted to reach out to other people because I know there's more people out there who could really help to learn about what's going on and how to even talk to others. Because with us as Black people, we don't take mental illness as serious as it needs to be. And while I was looking through different statistics, I realized that as far as other minorities go, we are among the lowest to actually seek mental health help. So I talked to multiple psychologists in order to really learn how to develop coping mechanisms for your mental health, as well as ways to tell your parents how to experience, well, not how to experience, but how to deal with your problems. Because in the Black community, our biggest thing is, well, just talk to Jesus and that will help fix your problem. And while Jesus is always the answer, sometimes you need other help. You can't just solely rely on him to help fix things when him and God wants you to go out and help yourself as well. You just don't want to be a sitting duck.
Okay.
So,
it's a great project.
Thank you. Throughout my project, I create a YouTube video under the name Silently Stored, where I went and just helped give you advice and also people you can reach out to so you're able to help yourself and also speak to your family about your mental health issues.
Great.
And
now tell me a little bit about your what else you did in high school while you were doing this very detailed project.
During high school, I was the vice president of Criminal Justice Skills. That's an organization at my school where we are basically we're training in the criminal justice field. So we compete in competitions where we will do felony stops all the way to doing CSI tests.
Okay.
And then I was also an EPIC mentor. I was also in Historical Society, which is where we just look back on history and read different books. I was also in Art Club and Senior Pep Club.
Okay, all right, thank you. And where will you be attending college?
In the fall, I'll be attending University of Kentucky, double majoring in psychology and business.
All right, thank you. And Alicia, did I ask you where you're attending college?
No, ma'am, I forgot to mention that. I'll be attending Tennessee State University, majoring in civil engineering with a minor in agriculture.
Okay. And there is a fourth young lady, Gabriel Cunningham Rush, who was not able to join us, but I'm going to ask one of the troop leaders, Bria, if you or whomever is appropriate to talk a little bit about her project and what she did.
Paula, do you want to speak on that, or do you want me to?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay, so Gabi did her project. She did a butterfly garden where she did a garden shaped like a butterfly to encourage other people in a community about the importance of gardening and how they can bring nutritional food to your community and also be a new resource for you to learn how to do a project outside, because she's very passionate about being outdoors and she just really wanted to teach other kids of color about the importance of gardening and eating healthy foods.
It was called pollination, I believe.
Yes.
Pollination, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Ms. Allen, I'd like to know, over the years, how have you seen the girls' projects change for the Gold Awards?
With GSUSA, Girl Scouts of the United States of America, requiring the girls to step out to do individual projects, just like the Boy Scouts of America, it has made their leadership skills come to the forefront, because when they were doing it as groups, then you had some girls who were not pulling their weight. So when they had to step out front, then it made them think outside of the box. Instead of just doing menial projects just to get by, they really started to think, and their minds started to develop. Because, I mean, in the last 4-5 years, I have seen some wonderful projects. And then some of the ones that these girls have just recently done, I mean, it just makes you, you can't help but to smile, you know, because I said, wow, our girls are really getting it now.
That's great. Congratulations. Ms. McAdoo, you want to add anything from the service unit perspective?
I just want to say that when you were talking about the percentages nationally for African American girls that earned their Gold Award, we don't know that percentage, but locally for Girl Scouts of Middle Tennessee, we're looking at 40%, if I'm not mistaken. So we encourage these girls to continue to earn their Gold Award, and thanks to Mrs. Paulette Allen, we've been quite successful.
All right, that's wonderful. All right, thank you. So 40% of the African American girls in Middle Tennessee go on to earn their Gold.
We'll have to say that they most come from Lake Providence, okay?
Okay, yes, it sounds that way.
And I have to thank the other leaders who are pushing them up towards the senior status.
All right. Well, I want to thank all of you, troop leaders today, and congratulations again to the young women, Elise, Makayla, Alicia, Gabrielle, for your accomplishments. I've enjoyed this conversation, very proud of you and your accomplishments. And now we've shared it with Middle Tennessee, so they can also be proud of your accomplishments. Again, I'm Sandra Long Weaver. This is Crucial Conversations with the Nashville chapter of the National Association of Black Journalists. Thank you